They called her the ship that could never sink, the greatest masterpiece ever built by mankind. In the year 1912, the RMS Titanic began her legendary journey across the Atlantic Ocean, carrying dreams, hope, and over 2,000 souls. From the crowded docks of Southampton, passengers stepped aboard with excitement in their eyes. Some were among the richest people in the world, while others were poor families searching for a better future in America. Inside the Titanic, luxury existed beyond imagination. Golden staircases, sparkling chandeliers, and grand dining halls made the ship feel more like a floating palace than an ocean liner. Deep below the decks, workers fed giant furnaces with coal day and night, keeping the massive engines alive as Titanic pushed through the cold Atlantic waters. Every night on the ship felt magical. Music filled the air, laughter echoed through the halls, and passengers believed they were part of history. While the wealthy enjoyed elegant dinners above, third-class passengers celebrated below deck with dancing, singing, and joy that money could never buy. On the bridge, Captain Edward Smith guided the mighty ship through calm but freezing waters. No one could imagine the danger waiting ahead in the darkness. The Atlantic Ocean was silent that night. The stars shined brightly above the black icy sea, and Titanic sailed forward at full speed. Then suddenly, everything changed. Far ahead in the darkness, lookouts spotted a giant iceberg directly in Titanic's path. Warnings were shouted. Orders were given. But it was already too late. The collision tore through the side of the ship like a knife. Ice crashed onto the decks as passengers struggled to understand what had just happened. At first, many believed there was no real danger. But slowly, freezing water began filling the lower compartments of the ship. Fear spread quickly through the hallways. Families searched for loved ones while crew members rushed to prepare the lifeboats. As panic consumed the Titanic, the ship's musicians continued to play music bravely, hoping to calm the terrified passengers around them. The freezing night became filled with heartbreak. Husbands said goodbye to wives. Parents held their children tightly, knowing they might never see another sunrise. Soon, the mighty Titanic began to rise into the sky as the front disappeared beneath the icy ocean. Screams echoed across the dark Atlantic as people fought desperately to survive. Then came the moment no one thought possible. The ship that was called Unsinkable broke apart in the middle of the ocean. Within minutes, Titanic vanished beneath the freezing waters forever. Hundreds of survivors were left floating in the deadly cold sea, crying for help in the darkness. Hours later, rescue finally arrived. The RMS Carpathia reached the survivors as the sun slowly rose over the Atlantic Ocean. Around the world, people woke up to shocking headlines. The greatest ship ever built was gone, taking more than 1,500 lives with her. Today, the Titanic rests silently on the floor of the ocean, a haunting reminder that even mankind's greatest creations are powerless against nature. More than 100 years later, the story of Titanic still lives on, not just as a tragedy, but as a story of hope, love, courage, and the lives forever changed on that cold April night.